I'm Tatiana Paris, and I've never seen Star Wars. Here's the story of the first episode movie of Star Wars. Some titles. There's some things that are happening, and they're letting you know that they're happening. In a galaxy, I'm assuming very far away, Luke, and he's young-ish, he's young, he's in a desert. There's a desert hut, I think. There's a desert hut. And then I think he's having an argument with his fake dad. Luke leaves, he rushes off in a huff of sorts. I think he's mad about something. Something to do with his fake dad. And then he comes back and I think the place is destroyed. I've seen Thumb Wars. So I think he comes back and he's like, no, Dad! And then I think the little robots come and then they tell them that, oh, maybe there's like a projector thing. There's like a projector thing and it tells them that Princess Leia is in danger. Princess Leia is in danger because Darth Vader is doing stuff. He's busy. He's busy with the stuff. And I think her planet is in danger. She's in there. Everyone's in danger. Everyone's just having a time. Vader and his stormtroopers they're looking at stuff. They're busy working, and Leia's there. She's been captured. She's there, and she's all like, no, like I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to be here. I think she's getting threatened with her people of her planet. I think her planet is at risk. I think this is also from Spaceballs. I feel like I've seen a little bit of pieces. Okay, and is Yoda involved? No, who knows? We'll get to him later, I guess. So then they're Death Star, and I think Vader's like threatening her with, I don't know what he wants.
What do you think he wants? I don't know.
I could think of a few things, but I'm scared. I think it's his daughter, right? So I'm hoping it's not sex. The Force, does she have the Force? Maybe, I'm gonna say maybe he thinks she has the Force.
Okay.
And maybe he wants that power. He's like, hey, so you can be over here and doing, and you can be right here with me doing cool stuff, or you can be lame and I'll blow up your planet. And she's like, never! However she says that in her dialect. And then he blows up her planet in front of her. Cut to Han Solo and Chewbacca. Maybe they're at a bar, having a few pints, whatever they drink, and then Luke is there maybe? Maybe he shows up and he's like, guys, I got a mission. Yeah, and then Han Solo's like, I don't do missions. I don't do that anymore. I'm tough, I'm hot, Harrison Ford, I'm young. And then he's like, please? Luke says, please? This is really important to me. And he's like, okay, fine. So then they have to escape stormtroopers. I think Han Solo is a tough guy. Chewbacca's like 100-something pounds. He's only 100
Han Solo.
And they go somewhere, maybe to train. I think they're training to use the Force because he doesn't know how to use the Force yet. So then I feel like Han Solo's like, hey, I know a guy. I've got a guy. He's small, he's cool, he's wise. He'll teach you how to use the Force. So then they steal a plane.
They steal a plane.
A bus.
A spaceship.
A spaceship. Maybe someone just had their spaceship parked out there. They were having a quick beer before going home to the kids, and they saw an opportunity. Maybe they left the keys inside. So then they, I feel like they have some witty banter while they're on the spaceship. I'm not sure what is said, but it's probably like, hey, I like your haircut. And he's like, sure.
Who says that?
I think that both of them. They're all collectively are like, great hair, everyone. Great pants, great satchel sash thing you got going on, Chewbacca. Hot. So they're just like giving each other compliments.
That's the witty banner, just compliments?
Yeah!
Okay, right.
Okay, so they're flying. I think something starts going wrong with this loser's ship. You know what I mean? Because who knows? Who knows who they stole it from? Like, they get their oil changed recently. Like, you have no idea what's going on with that ship. So I think it crashes. Then what does Han Solo do during all this? Maybe they leave. I can't imagine Han Solo and Chewbacca are like, sure, let's just chill while this loser's getting trained. I feel like that's like a moment for them.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're just like, whatever. I mean, So then they're training, and Luke is getting really discouraged because it's not as easy to use the Force as you would think. And then Yoda's like, use the Force!
Sure. So he's just saying that over and over again.
I'm expecting a different result every time. Use the Force! Really upset about it. I feel like maybe he's got him blindfolded at one time, and maybe he's trying to get snacks with the Force.
Was he starving Luke?
You gotta give him incentive. So I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe there's a hot dog on a string. Why not? Maybe it's not made of the meat that we know of. Maybe it's whale meat, or it's galactic whale meat. So let's say he gets the Force pretty well.
Okay.
And then let's say that okay, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Okay, so R2D2 and Gold Guy are they're wandering through the desert of sorts. Okay, and they're like, we're never gonna get to Princess Leia fast enough. Bummer. We should still put all of our eggs in the Luke Skywalker basket because that seems the strongest.
Okay.
So then they have a tracker on Luke, and they're like, that's how they know how to find them. So then they call up their friend, like, hey, these guys need you to pick them up. So that guy goes over to them on the Yoda planet and then picks them up to go towards Leia. And they're like, hey, so if you want to save Leia, there's a button inside the Death Star that we've got to hit. And the only way to do that is with a plane of a jet, a baby ship jet. Now they're going through that, they're talking all about it, it seems really dangerous. Oh, I guess they would have run into Leia by this point. Leia's...
Because you don't want them to blow it up with their own Force.
No, of course not. Of course not. So first they got to go into the Death Star to go save Leia, because she's in prison. So then they got to go save Leia and then get them out of there. And then they have to blow up the Death Star. So then Luke says to Han Solo, he's like, hey, we're going to go do this. Han Solo is like, I don't help nobody. And then he's like, you sure? From the holograms, you seem pretty cute. And Han Solo's like, maybe. So they all get in this other small plane jet thing, and they're walking around, really trying not to be seen by the stormtroopers or Vader. Okay, so maybe they pull an old sneakeroo and find a stormtrooper, and they're like, what's over there? And the stormtrooper's like, what? And then they grab his keys. Whatever, they get the keys, okay. And then they open up the door, and Leia's pretty agitated. She's been in prison for a while, but she's still kind of grateful, thank you for saving me. And then there's a weird moment between her and Luke, because yes, they're both attractive people, but they kind of feel like maybe we could be siblings. They feel that. I feel like they feel that maybe a little bit. Then Han Solo's like, what a babe. Just somewhere in there, he's got to feel it. So then they're all leaving while feeling all this tension. Wanting to avoid the stormtroopers, because I feel like the stormtroopers see that they're escaping. And this is bad, because Vader will kill them or be very upset. So they fight valiantly. Maybe they knock out a stormtrooper, get his gun, and shoot at them, and then they get onto their little plane. Oh, when is he gonna interact with Vader? So, and then I think he's like, all right, I'm the only guy who can really destroy the Death Star. Luke. Yeah, and then Leia's like, it's too dangerous, and she's being a little flirty right now because she doesn't know it's her brother. I think maybe he wants to confront Darth Vader. And then they end up on, they're fighting, okay? They're fighting with their lightsabers. They end up outside, in space.
They end up outside in space?
Yeah.
Floating around?
I don't know how this works, because I remember this, from a commercial or something. I don't know, they're outside, just bear with me. So someone gets one of their hands. It's Luke's hand, so he loses his hand. And Luke's like, ow, ow. Darth Vader is like, Luke, I am your father. And then I feel like Luke pivot kicks him into oblivion. Then that's
okay,
the end.
Outside?
Yeah, into oblivion. So he's got to get off there before one of his other friends destructs it.
Okay.
But he's also got a lot of emotional stuff going on because he just realized that now he doesn't have his fake dad, and his real dad is a monster and also probably dead. So then he hobbles around, as his hand is off, and that's exhausting, really painful. Maybe he looks for it a little bit first, oh, maybe they can reattach it. Oh no, I guess this is me now. He doesn't find his hand, but this is also the future. So maybe they've got lots of hands. You know, and then they just like go to a hand store. But not yet. He's still on the Death Star. He needs to get off the Death Star. So then he goes. He gets into his old little plane, you know, and then he gets out of it. He goes, he goes back into it, you know, and he hits the button, and it explodes.
Okay.
And then he goes back into the big ship, and they're all very excited because this was the goal. Then they go to another planet, and there's like a celebration. I feel like they're giving them all like medals and awards. I think there's like a sexy moment, that lingering look between Leia and Luke, because they don't know. And then there's like also a moment of her looking at Han Solo and being like, I don't know, ooh, which one? You know, obviously not realizing that I guess the future tells that they're siblings. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
So Princess Leia,
and she's
Han
there.
Solo, the robots, and Yoda spend the entire last part of the movie in the big ship not doing anything?
I mean, they're making out?
Yeah?
I sure hope so. I don't know, but they're probably having like witty banter.
More compliments? You want to go back and change any part of your story, or?
I wouldn't even know how.
No, it's a beautiful rendition.
Thank you. Oh, good. Luke Skywalker, my man. Darth Vader. Oh no. I forgot he was in this movie. Oh no. Those are terrifying. In Spaceballs, he's Pizza the Hut. Oh, look at his soft eyes. He's got kind eyes. Look at, there's like wisdom in there, you know. He's seen a lot. That's really icky and I hate it. I don't think he's in this movie. Maybe, you know who that is? That's the poor schmuck who got his spaceship stolen when he was drinking at the bar. That's from Predator! I think I'm some kind of loser.